Come here to give a very serious message. I know during this time that I'm recording this, we're going through some pretty serious planetary alignments. Some of you may not be familiar with astrology or may not even believe that it has any relevance. But we're going through some major changes on the planet. Even if you don't believe in astrology, I'm sure you could feel the changes that are happening right now. Many of you have had some revelations or come to realize a lot of truths that are very painful. And we're going to talk about that more on this channel. But today I want to focus specifically on your parents and the people that are closest to you, finding out that these people that were supposed to protect you, the people that were supposed to love you, were actually out to get you. They were very jealous of you, very envious of where they saw your life going. Some of you have parents that are very needy, so much so that they try to put you in situations where you constantly feel like you need them. Okay. And some of your parents have resorted even to craft work, doing, some type of witchcraft, using magic to manipulate you. And I know that can be a very devastating thing to encounter, for someone close to you to be doing this. And it's very difficult to prove that someone is using witchcraft on you because it's not, it's usually not very obvious, hence the reason why it's witchcraft. So some of you have just come to find out that your parents or the people closest to you happen to be your biggest haters, happen to be your biggest adversaries, your biggest enemies. And so at this time, you go through different stages with that. First, you are in denial. You are like, no, this person would never do this to me. How could they do this? And then you go into the stage of anger. Because you're like, how could you do this? And then you go back into the stage of denial. Because you may go back and forth in your head, like, is this even real? And then you finally begin to accept that this is what it is, and this doesn't have to be your parents. This could be anyone close to you. It's usually someone close to you. But I think the most hurtful is when it's your parents, because these are seen as people that are supposed to protect you, people that are supposed to have your back. And not to mention, a lot of you come from families or were raised in environments where, you're told that you're to respect your elders and you respect your parents and your mother knows best and, all that kind of, that kind of system. And that's very toxic. I'm here to tell you that's very toxic because some of you, as I said, have come to find out that your parents, the very same people that were supposed to protect you, are the very same people that have been harming you. And they've been using occult means to do this. Occult just means hidden. Nothing spooky here. It's just, it literally means hidden. They're, using different forms of witchcraft. And some of you have family members that have psychic abilities and that know how to astral project and that's when you can leave your body and your spirit leaves your body and you go travel. And some of your family members have been stalking you, have been going into your Akashic records. Your Akashic records is basically just a record of everything that you have done and will do. And some of them have been going into your Akashic records and attempting to change things, change events around. It can be hard for a person. This is probably why you go through the stage of denial, because it can be hard to prove that somebody is doing this. But it's good that you do know this or that you're aware of this. Again, take it how it applies. I don't want to accuse anybody of doing something they're not doing, but in your intuition, in your gut, you're going to know if this message is for you. Even if they're not using witchcraft, but a lot of times they are. And it's the most devastating because it can be very, very difficult to prove that somebody's doing that. Some of you may have had strange dreams, or you keep seeing the same family member in your dreams, or the same repetitive messages, but it's like your intuition is leading you to the truth. And during this planetary alignment that we're having, it's supposed to heighten your intuition, especially women. We are very connected to the oceans. Hence why everybody says, women are so emotional. We are emotional. We move with the currents. And that's good, to be in touch with your emotions. It shows that you're in touch with your inner voice, your intuition. And so trust that. Okay. So don't allow anyone to tell you that, don't allow anyone to gaslight you and say, that's your mother, that's your father, you have to respect them. And if you know for sure that they're doing these kinds of things to you, and I'm not telling you to disrespect them, but what I am saying is you have every right to cut them off. You have every right to put them in their place. You have every right to set boundaries with anybody. I don't care who it is that is doing this to you. Nobody has a right to do this. This planetary alignment that we're going through right now, I'm not very well versed in astrology, but I do know it holds very strong significance. And like I said, during this time, a lot of things are being revealed to you. So you really need to pay attention to that. This is not the time to be in a stage of denial. Trust what you're seeing. I'm not telling you to go off on everybody. I'm not telling you to cuss everybody out. But what I am saying is you need to set strong boundaries, and you need to really, really trust what you're feeling and what you're hearing. And you need to have your guard up. Okay. There's so many ways that you can get in touch with your intuition. There's so many ways that you can set boundaries and protect yourself from these kinds of things energetically. And I talk about this in my ebook, and I'll leave a link in the description for it if you guys are interested in it. And basically, it's basically how, you guys can use nature to heal. And this is not for the wicked, okay? This is not for wicked people. It's not for people who, some of you have had family members doing rituals on you to unalive you spiritually, summoning your spirit, summoning other spirits to come and unalive you or ruin things for you. This is serious. So nature, you might say, well, how does nature relate to this? It's like, well, nature is medicine. And this is one of the ways that our ancestors used their power to defeat their enemy and to protect themselves. And you guys can do it too. And I say it's not for the wicked, because don't think you're going to just be able to go and try to summon some spirits to harm someone, or do some type of craft work, or wish ill on someone who's done nothing to you, and you're just going to hug a tree and then all your problems are solved. That's not what I'm saying. One of the ways that I was able to cope with a lot of the things that I'm going through and a lot of the revelations that I'm hearing is through nature. Nature has really gotten me through these difficult times, because I have found out that the people closest to me were my biggest enemies. I have found out that the government has been doing, experimentation on me and paying people to stalk me and paying people to do this and paying people to do that. You guys have no idea, but I will definitely be talking more about it on this channel. But one of the main ways that I've been able to maintain myself and to, heal myself is through nature. We make things so much more complicated. We're out here chasing this and chasing that and looking for this and looking for that. And the answer a lot of times is right in front of us. And it's very simple. And that's what nature is. Very simple. Nothing complicated about it. Nothing spooky about it. This is a time that we're going into where we are going to be healing. People are not going to be able to try the same game on us that they were before. Many of you have special gifts and abilities, precious gifts and abilities, and your parents or your family members, the people closest to you, they've known this before you did. And instead of allowing you to utilize those gifts and share it with the world in a positive manner, they decided to take advantage of that. And they are paying the ultimate price for that. The ultimate price. And so when you start watching certain people close to you getting sick or bad things start happening to them, don't feel sorry for them, because 9 times out of 10, this is what they wanted for you. Out of greed, out of jealousy, out of anger. You need not to feel sorry for a person that has tried to destroy you. And I'm not telling you to wish any bad on them, but you shouldn't feel bad when bad things start to happen to them, because they've been doing it to you. And this is a thing called justice. It's not about being vengeful. It's not about being bitter. It's not about a lack of forgiveness. It's balance. We all know what you put out comes right back. These people are not ready for the blowback of what they've done to you. So I just come on here to dedicate this platform to those of us who are healing from very traumatic situations, and methods that we can use to overcome these types of things, and how we can support each other, because we need each other. We really do. And that's another lesson these people are going to learn. You know, they could have worked with you. They could have loved you. They could, and maybe they would have gotten a piece of what it is you're going to get, because some of y'all are walking in to some serious wealth. Okay, some serious wealth. I said wealth, not wealth. Wealth. Okay, y'all are walking, and it doesn't have to be, physical money, but y'all are walking into some beautiful times, and these people know they are not to go with you. They're not going to enjoy the ride with you. They've done everything they can to destroy you, and now they're being destroyed. So, until next time. Nature is remedy, and I love you guys, and happy healing, and I just hope you find peace in this message, and I hope this channel helps you to heal and to prove to you that you are amazing and you're not crazy. Everything you're seeing is exactly what you need to be seeing. So peace, Netter Gang.